Hey guys, I'm Jim. I edit photos. Thanks for swinging by today. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well and staying safe and taking care of yourself. This video is demonstrating and kind of announcing a monochrome LUT pack that I made that'll help you quickly edit your photos into what I consider beautiful monochromes. It's a LUT pack called Monochrome Mastery. Let me show you my website. If you just go to jimnix.com, if you click on shop, it'll open a new tab. You will see that right here. I've also got a new texture pack called Rustic Distress, which is kind of a complement to my previous texture pack, Urban Distress. But anyway, I'm not talking about that today. I'm talking about Monochrome Mastery. It is 15 different LUTs. They are .cube files. It does sell for $15. You just click on Add to Cart and you can get going if you like to. I will put a link down below, but what I really want to do is show you how these work, what they look like on your photos, which is the most important thing, of course, and talk about why I like LUT. So if you're a Luminar user in Luminar AI, it'll support LUTs. On One supports LUTs. I'll show you that as well. You can also use them in other products like Lightroom or Exposure X6 or AC/DC Photo Studio Ultimate 2021. I don't even know what it's called, but I was reading that it supports LUTs. So Pixelmator supports LUTs. I'm pretty sure Photoshop supports LUTs. Anyway, the point is these LUTs or .cube files can be used in lots of different products, and that's one of the cool things about them. It is what I consider a portable preset, right? You can use it in multiple different products. So if you're a guy like me, for example, and you bop around to some different apps from time to time, you can take those looks, or what I would call LUTs. Wait, you can take those LUTs, or what I would call looks, with you. You get what I'm saying. They're portable. The other thing that's really cool about them is that they're kind of a forever preset, for lack of a better word. And what I mean by that is if you used old versions of Luminar, let's say the first version of Luminar, Luminar 2018 or Luminar 3, and now let's say you're getting into Luminar AI or Luminar Neo, those old looks or presets or whatever don't work. But a cube file is always a cube file. So as long as there's LUT support in the app, it's going to work. So in other words, it lasts generation to generation to generation. And as far as Luminar Neo goes, I don't have the product. I'm pretty sure they're going to include LUTs in it, but I can't confirm that yet because I haven't seen the product. Seems logical that they would. In Luminar AI, if you go to the Mood tool and you just click on Choose LUT, Load Custom LUT, I'm going to go up here and grab this Classy, which is one of the names of them. I'm going to go ahead and stick that at 100. And you might say, ow, Jim, that's a little too bright. And in this case it is. I'm at 100, so obviously you don't have to go that high, but 100 would be the full effect of the LUT. That is what it looks like on this particular photo. But hey, you want to customize, drag some more contrast, go up here to the light tool. In this case, I might just pull the exposure down a little bit, maybe add a little, smart contrast, maybe bump the shadows a tiny bit. Anyway, you can see that you can very quickly go from having not much of a look to a very powerful look on the photo based on using that LUT. So I'm going to go ahead and go over here. I'm going to hit reset, and I'm going to show you another LUT in this LUT pack. This is Classy 2. I will go through a lot of these in a few different photos just to show you what they look like on photos. That one is much more evenly toned. All right, the first one's a bit brighter, this one's a bit more evenly toned, but still you might want to make some adjustments here. So maybe you come down to super contrast, and if you've been in my videos or seen my videos before, I like to kind of play around with this tool. You might come in here and make some adjustments just depending on whatever it is that you want to do to the photo. Maybe you even want to add some mystical because, let's face it, mystical is kind of awesome. So maybe add some mystical, and then maybe it needs a little punch as well. Actually, maybe I'll come over here to Accent AI. So you can see how very quickly using a LUT, you can impact a photo and just make it look much different, which is one of the things I like about LUTs. It's basically a preset, and it allows you to quickly punch up a photo and do different things. Let me show you another example. Okay, here's another way I use LUTs, and that is I've got this photo which has already been edited in color, of course, but maybe I want to make it black and white. And instead of just going to the black and white filter, maybe I want to stick a black and white LUT on it. So once again, I'm going to choose a custom file, and I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to get this Silversmith and click open and go ahead and stick that on here. And you can see I've basically created a LUT here that allows you to get kind of that silvery kind of look, which I just like in monochromes. If you've seen my videos in the past where I've edited a monochrome, I do this kind of look a lot. I've got a couple of different versions of this kind of silvery look. I called it Silversmith, but again, you can stick that on there and quickly get an interesting look on your photos. I've also got this vintage mono fade that's part of my LUT collection, and there it is, monochrome LUT, kind of vintagey looking with a little bit of a fade to it. So that's kind of a cool look, where I quickly took a photo that I'd previously edited. Like I said, it's kind of fun to do sometimes. Take a photo you've already edited, stick a LUT on it to completely change the mood. But there it is without the LUT, and there it is with that LUT. So again, just some customization, some fun things you can do with LUTs. Okay, here's another photo unedited. I'm gonna go ahead and get back into my LUT pack, and I'm gonna show you Monomania. And once again, you know, the LUT tool, or mood as it's called in Luminar AI, defaults to 30. So really, I drag it to 100 to show you the full effect of the LUT on the photo. And then once again, if you need or want to, you can edit. You know, here I am going 100 on contrast. And honestly, I just think that looks beautiful. I just think it looks pretty awesome. I'm gonna hit reset and let me show you Monomania 2. It's hard to come up with names, to be honest, so some of these might be kind of dumb sounding, but here it is again, another monochrome LUT that allows you to, I think, quickly, I mean, that's a fully edited photo, honestly, in my opinion. The only thing I've done to this prior is just crop it, but I haven't done anything else. But if you look at the before and after, I mean, there it is before and after. So if I turn off this tool, same thing, right? So there it is before and after. Really powerful, quick impacts on your photo. Let me show you some examples in on one. Okay, here's a landscape shot. You just add filter in on one. If you're on the effects tab, click on LUTs. It defaults to some of their own, but I've loaded some of these LUTs here in on one, and I'm gonna use Coffee Stain 2, which is kind of a sepia look. A little heavy-handed perhaps. You can pull down the saturation, you can adjust the contrast, same kind of thing, right? Just like in Luminar, you've got all these editing tools at your disposal, so you can just kind of come in and do whatever you like. Maybe you want to adjust tones and that sort of thing. You could go get Tone Enhancer right here and further refine this photo, but the point is, quick, powerful, easy to do in on one. I've got another photo I want to show you another example of. Actually, you know, hang on, I'm going to show you I'm going to show you this contrasty too. There you go. Let me pull this contrast back to where it belongs, and saturation as well. So that's the default look of how it would appear on your photo. Again, you can go in and make adjustments. You could add additional filters. In this case, maybe you go over to develop, click on AI Auto, get a nice little pop there, but maybe I want a little bit more. So I want to brighten the exposure a little bit. And there it is. I mean, I went very quickly from a nice, evenly balanced color photo, unedited there, with the application of a LUT and then AI Auto and a couple of fine-tuning adjustments. I've got this monochrome, which I just think looks fantastic. Landscapes, I just think look great in monochrome. So that's a cool example of what you can do in on one. That's a preview, overview, whatever you want to call it, about my LUT pack. Again, if you're interested, it's on my website. Just click on the shop and then click on Monochrome Mastery. $15 for 15 LUTs, portable presets you can take from app to app to app, from year to year to year. It's just something fun I put together, I started using, and I thought maybe some of my friends here might be interested in seeing more about it. So if you're interested, that's great. If not, thanks for watching anyway. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, my friends. Take care of yourselves out there. I'll be back really soon with more fun and interesting stuff to talk about. This is a great time of year because all these new products are coming. So lots of fun stuff to talk about. I'll see you soon, my friends. Take care of yourselves, and adios.